Welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of personality types and uncovering why the INFJ can be a formidable opponent to a narcissist. We're going to be looking at the unique strengths of the INFJ personality and how these traits can leave a narcissist disarmed and frustrated. If you've ever wondered how someone so empathetic can hold their own against someone so skilled at manipulation, get ready, because we are about to break it all down. One of the most defining characteristics of the INFJ is their profound sense of empathy. They have this almost uncanny ability not just to understand, but to genuinely feel what another person is experiencing. Now, on the surface, you might think this makes them vulnerable to a narcissist, but it's quite the opposite. Think about it. A narcissist relies on deception, on creating a carefully constructed persona to lure in their targets. But an INFJ, their empathy is like an X-ray vision, allowing them to see right through that facade, straight into the narcissist's true intentions. They pick up on the subtle inconsistencies between a narcissist's words and their actions, between the mask they wear for the world and the reality they hide beneath. Now, let's talk about intuition, another superpower in the INFJ's arsenal. INFJs are incredibly intuitive. It's like they have this internal radar that's constantly scanning their environment, picking up on subtle cues and patterns that most people miss. And when it comes to dealing with a narcissist, this intuition becomes their secret weapon. Narcissists are masters of manipulation, but even the most skilled manipulator can't hide everything. There are always cracks in the facade, tiny slips in their behavior, and the INFJ's intuition is fine-tuned to detect these inconsistencies. They might not be able to put their finger on it right away, but they'll sense that something is off, that something doesn't feel right. This internal alarm system makes it incredibly difficult for a narcissist to pull the wool over an INFJ's eyes. Now, imagine this. You've got a narcissist who thrives on pushing boundaries, testing limits, seeing how far they can push before someone pushes back. Then you have the INFJ, who, while empathetic and compassionate, also understands the paramount importance of setting firm, healthy boundaries. And let me tell you, these aren't just flimsy lines drawn in the sand. These are steel walls, fortified and unshakable. An INFJ knows their worth. They know what they will and will not tolerate, and they are not afraid to communicate these boundaries clearly and directly. This is incredibly frustrating for a narcissist who's used to people caving under pressure. The INFJ's ability to hold their ground, to say no without backing down, throws a wrench into the narcissist's usual game plan.
Active listening, disarming the dominator. Narcissists love to dominate conversations. They crave being the center of attention, the ones holding court and dictating the narrative. They'll often interrupt, talk over others, and steer the conversation back to themselves at every opportunity. Enter the INFJ, the listener extraordinaire. INFJs are naturally gifted listeners. They don't just hear your words, they actively listen, paying attention to your tone, your body language, the emotions that lie beneath the surface. This deep listening can be incredibly disarming for a narcissist. They're used to people vying for their attention, trying to impress them, or simply tuning them out. But the INFJ's genuine interest, their ability to create a safe space for open and honest dialogue, disrupts the narcissist's need for control. Chapter 5, Authenticity versus Admiration, a clash of values. INFJs crave authenticity. They long for deep, meaningful connections based on genuine shared experiences and emotions. They value honesty, integrity, and staying true to oneself above all else. Now contrast this with the narcissist, who thrives on admiration, on external validation, on the superficial praise and attention of others. The narcissist's need for constant admiration clashes with the INFJ's inherent authenticity. The INFJ sees right through the narcissist's superficial charm, recognizing it as a means to an end, a way to garner attention and validation. This clash of values creates a fundamental disconnect, making it difficult for a narcissist to truly hook an INFJ into their web of manipulation. Chapter 6. Strategic Thinking, Outmaneuvering the Mastermind. Don't underestimate the INFJ's intelligence. They are deep thinkers.
constantly analyzing situations, anticipating potential outcomes, and strategizing their next move. This strategic thinking allows them to stay steps ahead of the narcissist, anticipating their tactics and planning their responses accordingly. Think of it like a game of chess. The narcissist might be cunning, but the INFJ is patient, observant, and always thinking several moves ahead. They can anticipate the narcissist's manipulations, predict their reactions, and navigate social situations in a way that minimizes the narcissist's ability to control or manipulate the outcome. INFJs are on a lifelong quest for personal growth. They are constantly striving to understand themselves better, to learn, to evolve, and to become the best versions of themselves. This dedication to personal development makes them incredibly resilient, particularly when faced with the emotional turmoil that often accompanies narcissistic abuse. They see challenges as opportunities for growth, setbacks as lessons learned, and pain as a catalyst for transformation. This inner strength and resilience make it difficult for a narcissist to break them down. The narcissist might try to devalue them, to undermine their confidence, but the INFJ's commitment to personal growth acts as a shield, protecting them from the narcissist's toxic attacks. Assertiveness, standing up for what's right. While INFJs are known for their empathy and compassion, they are not doormats. They have a strong moral compass, a deep sense of justice, and they will not hesitate to stand up for what they believe in, even if it means confronting a narcissist head-on. They might not be loud or aggressive about it, but they will assert themselves with a quiet strength that can be incredibly disarming. Imagine a narcissist used to intimidating others with their anger or their grandiose pronouncements. Suddenly they're faced with an INFJ who calmly and confidently stands their ground, refusing to be bullied or manipulated. Chapter 9, Strong Support Network, an impenetrable fortress. INFJs might cherish their alone time, but they're not lone wolves. They understand the importance of having a strong support network, a close circle of trusted friends and family who they can rely on, especially when dealing with a narcissist. This strong support network acts as a buffer, protecting the INFJ from the narcissist's attempts to isolate them. The narcissist might try to sow seeds of doubt to turn others against them, but the INFJ's loved ones know them. They see through the narcissist's manipulations and they provide unwavering support. This network of trusted individuals helps the INFJ stay grounded, offering different perspectives and reminding them of their own worth and strength. Chapter 10, Patience and Perspective. Outlasting the storm, INFJs are patient. They understand that real change takes time, that relationships ebb and flow, and that not every battle is worth fighting. This long-term perspective can be incredibly frustrating for a narcissist who's used to getting their way immediately. The INFJ recognizes that the narcissist's behavior is a reflection of their own internal struggles, not a personal attack. This allows them to detach emotionally, to create distance when needed, and to avoid getting caught up in the narcissist's drama. The narcissist, used to instant gratification and immediate reactions, can find themselves outmaneuvered by the INFJ's ability to wait them out, to simply let their manipulative tactics roll off their backs. INFJ Strength, a beacon of hope. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into personality types and relationships. See you next time.